Yeah, I know what type of time I'm on when I step in the scene, man. Had them bottles ready, had them sparkles ready. It's gonna be a good night. Last time around, it was different. Somebody tell them pay attention, nigga.
Yeah, yeah. Welcome to the brand new episode of Another Shitty Opinion Podcast. Your boy John, my co-host Devin, known as Dev in the back. And let's get right into the episode. Unfortunately, we missed out on the holiday. We didn't get to film on Cinco de Mayo. So shout out to everybody on Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo was
Word,
yesterday on a Monday. Ain't really the best day to be Cinco de Mayo, but hey,
word, facts.
if you enjoyed it, you enjoyed it. If y'all have fun, you have fun. But
They celebrate over the weekend, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, Saturdays and Sundays was crazy, but
Yeah,
I was working, man. So I didn't get to enjoy the festivities. But I did,
right.
I had 3 shots last night because I didn't have work today, so I had 3 shots last night.
That's what's up.
Some smooth tequila. It was valid.
In the spirit,
Yeah, in the spirit,
in
man.
the spirit.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't drunk, but that shit really had me sleep. Because when I went to sleep, I woke up. I'm like, damn, it's 11 in the morning. Shit, and I didn't fall asleep that late last night. Usually I'm up before that because my schedule be all crazy, so my body just naturally wakes up like early in the morning. Then I decide
Right.
like,
That
yeah, it's a little
sucks
too early. I
too.
can go back to sleep or
Yeah,
not.
right. I
But
hate that shit though. Your body get on that schedule, just naturally wake up at the same time. Like
so I'm like, holy shit! I woke up type late, 11, a little late for me.
off and on. Body jumping. Yeah,
But
that's crazy though.
yeah, but that's my little thing for Cinco de Mayo. A few shots of tequila. That's about it.
Glad you enjoyed yourself, John. Glad you enjoyed yourself.
But in the spirit of May, it marks the 1 year anniversary of the big rap beef, Kendrick versus
Yep.
Drake. And DJ Academics did his own rankings to the diss
Yep.
records, and I disagree with his rankings, but let's before
But
we
listen to his basically his critique.
he said
He said
basically
it was
it's about the bars.
not the impact.
Yeah, but the bars wise, what was say, bars wise, as a part of it, but he's a little more Drake bias, so you could
Right,
take that with a grain of salt. But at number 8, at the bottom of the list, he had Meet the Grams. I'm not gonna lie, you know what's crazy? Yeah, I don't understand how. Even though I did like Taylor Made Freestyle, I don't know how Taylor Made is ranked higher than Meet the Grams,
right.
but yeah, number 8, Meet the Grams. Number 7, Buried Alive Part 2. Number 7, The Heart
Uh,
Part 6. Number 6, Taylor Made Freestyle. Number 5, 616 in LA. Number 4, Push Ups. Number 3, Not Like Us. Number 2, Euphoria. And number 1, Family Matters. And it's funny, he picked the actual best Drake diss record and he put that number 1 because that's actually the best record Drake put out was Family Matters. It's just, it got caught up in the storm that Not Like Was Us became.
yeah, yeah. Family Matters is fire.
Yeah, Family
And finance you a new laptop, nigga.
Yeah, the new laptop is definitely in the works, but again, Family Matters. It's funny. He put Drake's best diss record, and he
Yeah,
put
yeah.
that number 1.
And don't get me wrong, Family Matters is a good song, but I think this was academics' attempt to swing the vote, like because he prefaced it. It's not impact, it's best bars. But when it comes to rap beefs or whatever, when you look at the legendary beefs, do we ever be like, oh, this song was better, but this song had better bars? Like, what's important when it comes to literally rap beef songs is impact, is the reach. So for him to say we're not counting impact when it comes to a rap beef songs, what we care about is the impact. We remember when Drake was beefing with Pusha. Drake might have put out better music during that time, but what do we remember from that time? Pusha introduced us to Drake's son. Like, this is what we remember from that. When it comes to Drake and Meek, what we remember from that, it ain't your world tour, it's your girl tour. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the bars, it's the impact of these words and what those words, how they connected to the people, the quotables, right? So Academic, we all know, is a Drake super stan. But it's a year later. It's okay to say at this point, even with being a fan, like, damn, this nigga Kendrick. To think a year ago, I didn't think this shit would go this way. Now looking at it a year later, this nigga Kendrick really did some shit. He ain't got to say he killed my mans, but he be like, he just recognized, yo, Kendrick really did something with this whole battle. And again, from the pop out to the Super Bowl, world tour, album, this is one of the best years of a rapper that we've seen in a while. This is one of the greatest. This is by far one of the greatest landslides we've seen in hip hop in quite some time. So, of course, we know it's coming from Academic. It's going to be a little biased. But I appreciate, even if you pick a side, I appreciate when niggas be like, yo, he got that one.
Yeah, listen, it happened. They went back and forth. Shit. The Heart Part 6, Drake's last record, he sounded defeated.
He sounded like he was done. He gave up.
He sounded like he was, you know, it's crazy. I'm not saying that song wasn't bad, but off him sounding defeated, that shit is dead ass is at the bottom of the list.
Because he on that, yeah. I know you got all your songs. I know you got like 10 more songs. Like, yo, he sounded like a woman. Like,
he sounded defeated. So,
he sounded like he was doing the rant. Yo, I'm over this shit. Like he literally said, I'm done with this. Like, he threw in the towel. So for the fact that for that to even make the list, I don't care if that shouldn't even be included in the list because Drake gave up. And it is a rumor that Kendrick got a whole nother clip for him if he really wanted. But we got to go back to how calculated this situation was. How quickly, first it started off with Drake did the weak ass push-ups, drop it, give me 50, all that shit. And then he was taunting Kendrick to respond. People forget all that. Yeah, nigga, get in the ring. And then once Kendrick finally jumped in the ring, because it took like 2 weeks before, because people was looking for an instant response. Even me, I'm like, yo, Kendrick, come on, nigga. Like, what's going on? Once he started dropping, though, he didn't stop dropping. Drake, it got so bad where Drake music we couldn't even have a chance to digest the music. Because Drake could drop that shit and Kendrick could drop his shit 36 seconds later. So to look at this a year ago, I didn't think it would go. I didn't think it would be this much of a landslide of a victory for Kendrick. I thought it would be Drake and Kendrick really going at it. But Kendrick won that shit in a landslide, and for Academic to still not be able to admit that, you know, Kendrick got this. It is what it is. Like, it just shows
win and lose every day, man. They still
win and lose every day, and Drake is still a bigger artist than Kendrick. So this don't make Kendrick a bigger artist. Drake is still a bigger artist. Drake gonna still sell out tours. Drake gonna still do his music. No kid gonna go crazy this summer. I already know. He's supposed to be locked in, working on his next album. Drake gonna be all right, but academics, it's okay to say your man took a L.
But hey, win some, lose some. People done won and lost.
Exactly.
Whew. So one of our guys who's just been up and down on the news, left, right, yay, down to 2, only sold 5,900 copies in a week.
Yeah, because I don't know. Wait, like literally, Ye is a spaz for real.
And he say, "Hey, J. Cole," and J. Cole can't be called music. So
Yo, he did a whole video like, yo, I hate J. Cole. Like, I hate his music on his stream. But again, the way he released it, first off, I didn't even know it dropped. I'm still listening to fucking Bully on YouTube. Like, I fucking love, I'm keep saying this on this podcast. I fucking love Bully. But the way he dropped it from some random solicited Spotify account, no advertisement. Nobody knew it was out. I know a lot of people trying to be like, yo, Ye is canceled, and that's why it sold the way it sold. I honestly don't believe that. I just believe Ye so sporadic with doing shit and random, he didn't help the case. It's like, again, I didn't find out it dropped it till like 3-4 days later.
Which is crazy. I'll try to listen to it, but
I listened to it twice already. I like Bully. That's all I'm gonna say.
oh, so you wasn't feeling down to 2?
I am not feeling Down to 2. I like Bully. And Down to 2 is actually on streaming. The
game is a little
Down to 2
crazy, but
yeah, Down to 2 is on streaming. I can't get Bully nowhere. Why I can't get Bully? I have no idea.
let's see music.
But I don't really like it. It don't sound like Bully sounds like more classic Ye, but Down to 2 sounds like he had just a bunch of random niggas on there. He got Future on there, got Playboy Cardi. It's just a lot going on. It's no cohesiveness. It's not a particular sound. Like,
No,
I don't know.
why is that song? He really put that song out. It's crazy.
I don't know what to think of this album.
That's crazy, bro.
That shit is everywhere. And so I'm not feeling this album at all.
I'm saying Down to 2 isn't on oh, that's Kanye West.
Yeah, it's on Apple Music because I was listening to it before we got on pod. But yeah, Ye.
Yeah, I see the World War III single on here. I see the cousin song on here.
Yeah, all the weirdo shit's there. But no Bully on there. And it's crazy because Bully is actually a really good album. And then like he got Kanye West and then he got Ye. So Ye got World War III Cousins. World War III and Cousins, and then Kanye West has Donda and all that and shit. So it's like, Ye, like he doing too much. Like that's the weirdo spaz shit I'm talking about, because he got 2 artist pages. He got the Ye page, and then he got Kanye West. He's dropping albums and music under one. They have a song on the Kanye West one, and they have another song on the Ye one. Like, what are you doing? Like, why Ye? Because people don't really fuck with Ye like that on the streaming and all the powers that be. Why not just have shit right on his website? Like, where we could just, I could go to listen to Bully.
Load up the website.
I could load it up. I could buy the album, like, because again, I didn't even know Donda 2 was out until like 4 days later. It wasn't until you said, yo, Donda 2 out. I was like, when? Like, I ain't see shit about it. Usually on Apple Music, they'll have like the upcoming albums before they come a few days and shit. Mm-hmm. I didn't see anything on Apple Music. It wasn't until you notified me that it was out. And I went listen to that shit twice. And all I can say is I like Bully. That's it. Like, for this to be after his mom, she rolling over in her grave, bro.
Yeah, man. Bully was definitely, I fucked with Bully, but he needs to channel more of that.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely. You need more of that sound. This is not that sound. This is nowhere near that sound. Yeah. Oh, no,
but no. It is what it is. From one Rock Nation star to another. Rihanna, baby number 3. I mean, ASAP, man.
My nigga ASAP Rocky ain't taking no days off.
About to get that starting 5.
ASAP ain't taking no days off. He trying to definitely get that starting 5. He not playing with her. At the Met Gala just took place. It was I don't be really understanding the themes. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times, like, I be looking at the Met Gala hoping like I can look at their clothes and figure out
what the
theme is. But everybody dressed so fucking differently. I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga Andre 3000 had a piano on his back.
You be like, they'll give us a theme, right? They'll give me, you a theme, but the way it looks like, you will have your own interpretation of the theme. I have my own interpretation of the theme, and we come with fits that don't look like they are technically not even in the theme, but somehow fits the theme. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, like Pharrell was hosting with Louis Vuitton. He had the girl, the Asian singer with,
I think her name was Lisa.
Panties that had Rosa Parks on it. Yeah, Lisa, but she's from the group Pink something, Ice Pink or some shit like that.
The pop group,
Blackpink. Right, the K-pop group. She had lace panties with Rosa Parks on it. It was just, it's everywhere. Like, looking at everybody's outfits, I'm like, what's the thing? But I don't understand it. But I just want to say congratulations to ASAP Rocky and Rihanna on baby number 3, because I believe, like, John, we got to do an over-under for Rihanna and ASAP kids. Over or under? 4.
I'm going to take the over.
You're going to take the over? I'm definitely taking the over, too. I think they're going to have, like, 5 of them joints.
I think they're going to go for 5, but I think they're going to end up with, like, 7.
I feel like, especially if she keep having boys, I feel like once they have that girl, they might slow down. But because they keep having boys, she like, nah, we gotta. And maybe both of them, like maybe him, maybe Rocky's like,
maybe he want a daughter too.
Yeah, right. I want my baby girl. But the way it's looking, it's like these boys keep popping out. My mama did the same thing, looking for a girl. and she wound up having 6 boys and 1 girl. So like, do with that as you will.
You know what's crazy? You heard my guess, and look what that adds up to.
Yeah,
Look what that adds up to.
exactly. So congratulations to them. And again, it just further proves we want Rihanna ain't never giving us no more music. We ain't never get no more music from Rihanna, bro. It's over. She got the new Smurfs movie coming out.
Yeah, bro, she's a billionaire off the music.
Yeah, she probably have a song on a Smurfs soundtrack. She might give us one there.
Mm-hmm.
But full length Rihanna album, bruh, no time soon. I'm sorry, guys.
The wait will still be a wait.
Yeah.
Rihanna probably gonna be next to the Chronic and shit. No, not the Chronic. No, it's the what was the J album that was supposed to come out? Not the Chronic. Jay was supposed to drop an album. What was it?
Yeah. What was this shit called? I can't even remember the name.
The Chronic's the first
Chronic
one.
is the first one.
And he dropped the second one, and there's the third one was supposed to come out.
What was that shit called?
It never came out.
Detox, right?
Was it Detox?
I think it is. I think it is Detox. Dr. Dre album that never came out.
The Pacers is still going too.
Yup. Detox. That's what the Dr. Dre album is called, Detox.
But I think he eventually did drop Detox, right?
Announcing, did he ever drop Detox?
I think he did.
Dr. Dre albums. Nah, he dropped Compton.
Oh, so yeah, Detox never came out.
Yeah, he dropped Compton. But which album who do you think we'll get an album from first? Cardi B or Rihanna?
Cardi B.
You think we got a better chance of getting a Cardi B album than the Rihanna album?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I'm not shitting on Cardi B or anything, but Rihanna has Fenty, so
she needs to do it more than yeah.
In terms of
there's no need for Rihanna to drop an album.
Cardi B, I'm pretty sure is doing fine for herself. She probably got her own shit, but it's not whatever she has going is not as big as Fenty, and because Fenty became so what it is, it's like fucking need to do music for her.
Right.
That's just my
50 has his own. Yeah. 50 has his own life of his own.
Yeah.
Like 50 is a $1 billion business.
Mm-hmm.
So there's and again, we're not trying to say Cardi B is struggling and need to drop an album, but Rihanna is definitely more far off.
Yeah.
And the success of Fenty has allowed her ample time to do whatever the fuck she wants.
And also look at it, Cardi B has also been consistently dropping singles. She hasn't given us an album, but she has been dropping singles, so she's been more active musically.
Right.
She just hasn't put the album yet. What was the last Rihanna song?
Right. What is the last Rihanna song? Wild Thoughts?
No. I think she was on the
Black
Panther soundtrack.
Yeah, Black Panther shit. Yeah.
She was on the Black Panther. But before that, what was the last song before that?
Wild Thoughts. Lift Me Up. That was the shit on the Black Panther.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But before that, it was a big gap between that Black Panther song and her own music.
Yeah, definitely. But again, Rihanna's so fucking huge. It's like I ain't got to do shit. I do it like I do it when I want. Like I'm making so much money over in other places. And again, like I said, she has the Smurfs movie coming up, and she's the daughter of Papa Smurf. I don't remember her name, and I know
I
she got a
forgot
song
all the
on there because
Smurfs.
like
Like
I when
I forgot all the characters' names. I haven't watched the Smurfs.
Smurfette, that's her name, Smurfette. Um, when I went to the movies, I heard I saw the trailer and I heard music in the background from her. So I think she got a song on that album or that soundtrack to go along with the new Smurfs movie. But Rihanna ain't got unfortunately for us, Rihanna doesn't have to do music ever again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's good. Okay, but
She's straight, bro. She ain't got to do music anytime soon.
but sticking with music, Complex dropped their top 10 best rapper single duos of all time. At number 10,
Yep.
Drake
Go
and
through
Party
it.
Next Door. At number 9,
Okay.
Future and The Weeknd. Number 8, Snoop and Charlie Wilson. Number
Mm-hmm.
7, Jay-Z and Beyonce. Number 6, Lil Wayne, T-Pain. Number 5, J. Cole and Miguel. Number 4, Drake and Rihanna. And number 3, Ludacris and Usher. Number 2, Kendrick and SZA. And at number 1, it's Murder, Ja Rule and Ashanti.
Um, Warren G and Nate Dogg.
Nate Dogg.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, definitely, yeah. Regulate, yeah, Warren G and Nate Dogg definitely should have got a honorable mention.
They probably in the top. They probably in the top 20 somewhere. But when it comes to the number one, I don't argue that. I definitely think Warren G and Nate Dogg is number 13.
Number
Just looking
13.
at
They made top
number
15,
13.
but
Number 13. So if you go whole list, 20 Young Thug, Chris Brown, 19 Dej Loaf and Jacquees, 18 Tupac and Danny Boy, 17 Kanye West and Ty Dolla, 16 Common and Erykah Badu, 15 Big Sean and Janae Aiko, 14 Jadakiss and Mary J. Blige, 13 Warren G, Nate Dogg, 12 Missy Elliott and Sierra, and 11 Rick Ross and John Legend. But yes, I definitely believe Ja Rule and Ashanti holds this title.
where was G Unit and Joe, man? My man Joe was fucking them records up with G Unit back in the day.
Joe got what records with G Unit?
Uh, a bunch of them. He was
Like not big town, not that shit.
That's from the later years.
That's what I'm saying. I know they got. I want to get to know you.
That's on.
But what else?
Hold up. Junior featuring Joe. Because I think everybody in the group did a song. Banks got a song with him too.
I know they had like when they did the shit when it was all the G Unit niggas, like when Mobb Deep them. I know they had like a song with Joe.
I gotta do the Google because I can't. All the records Joe. I'm gonna just put all the records Joe did with G Unit.
Yeah.
I'm putting it in one group instead of like dividing it.
Yeah. Just so you can get it, so you can collect all of them.
But also put it in a group. I think it deserves a mention.
I don't think so because the only song I can think of is "I Want to Get to Know You." So other than that, Groupie Love. I think they had Groupie Love, right? With Joe, one Joe on Groupie Love.
You said what?
One Joe on Groupie Love.
Nah. Well, it says "Want to Get to Know You," "Ride with You," and "Big Rich Town." I feel like there's another record.
I don't like that song. It go like, "I don't love hoes, areas,
That's on
areas."
song.
Okay, that was with Joe. Was that Joe
on
there
too, right? That's on
I
song.
think. I knew it was another. I knew it was another G Unit song
That's what I'm saying.
With,
I think he did a song with all of them. He did a song with all of them. That's what I'm saying.
he like on all debut albums and shit.
Let me see. So I'm gonna go to Yayo's first album, Predicted Felony, Felon,
Predicate of it. Diary of a Predicate Felon.
Predicate Felon. Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go. So
I remember that. I don't, because I used to fuck with that song. I don't love hoes.
yeah, Curious. Curious
Yeah.
featuring Joe, track 10.
Yeah.
That's one. I want
I
to
want to
get
get
to
to know you
two.
from Bag to Mercy, from Bag for Mercy.
Yeah, I want to get to know you.
Um, what else? What else is your own?
Big Rich Town's another one.
We can't count Big Rich Town. We
Why
can't
not?
count Big Rich Town. That's two. That's two now.
Oh, you can't count Big Rich Town.
That's two now. Big Rich Town wasn't even a record until the show, although it was a record.
It's a record now. That's a
Yeah, it didn't become official until the show. The record was out, nobody even cared about it. It wasn't until the show came that people started fucking with Big Rich Town. And don't get me wrong, Big Rich Town is a great song. But those are only two songs I could think of with Joe and
you know, it's crazy. Joe has a song featuring Junior too. I ain't listened to it, but he has
I think I vaguely remember it too, because at that time,
it's called Ride With You. That's Joe's song.
Yeah. I remember that shit. I remember Young Buck on it.
Yeah. Young Buck might, I don't know if he does now, but he might fuck around and have a song with him too.
So I mean, look, they be 21. All right. Joe and G Unit is 21 on the top 20 list. But Ashanti and Ja Rule.
Oh no, that's I'm not arguing the comparison, no, but I just think they.
And I think it's like Ja Rule and Friends, because remember Ja Rule had all the ladies during that time. He had Mary J, he had Ashanti, he had Christina Milian, he had what's that other singer? Lil Mo.
Yeah, Lil Mo.
Yeah, so like I think it's like Ja and Friends. Like, although Ashanti was Ashanti, who was like
those records is just more like when you go back, like the Mesmerize, you think about Always on Time.
But I think of how big they were separately boosts them together, because I think like some of my favorite Ja records with a girl wasn't Ja and Ashanti. Like I like the Ja and Mo records. I like the Ja and Christina Milian records. I like the Ja and Mary J records and shit like that. So
then the Fat Joe, What's Love, Fat Joe featuring Ja Rule and stuff.
Yeah, true. But yeah, that's again, I think Ja Rule and Ashanti.
And she was on Wonderful. Ja Rule, R. Kelly, and Ashanti was on Wonderful, right?
Yeah. And
I had the song with J-Lo too, so you can add that to the Friends.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so it's like Ja and the ladies, like, because Ja that was the blueprint, that was the recipe. Ja get a hot, female singer, be on the hook or do a little bridge, and he was making gangster love music and shit. So I ain't mad at it being Ashanti and Ja Rule number one, but I definitely think it should be Ja Rule and the ladies.
Yeah, but it's just when you compare the records, the Ashanti and Ja Rule records is more like the bigger hits. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm Real is the biggest out of that Ja Rule lady tracks. Like, I'm Real is what record that Ashanti and Ja got that's bigger than I'm Real?
I think Mesmerize.
I don't know if Mesmerize is bigger than.
Yeah, I think
I'm Real.
Always on Time was the first record they did together, so that was a big ass hit. But I think Mesmerize is definitely be considered a bigger record.
Which one is Mesmerize? You're here, your style.
Yeah, that's Mesmerize.
I don't know. We got to put that to a poll, bro.
We can put
We
it to a
gotta put
poll.
that to a poll.
We can put it to a poll. I could be wrong, but
We gotta put that to a poll. I think
that's the bigger record.
I feel like I'm Real is a bigger record. I don't know. I'm on the side of I'm Real.
Are you saying that because you feel like J-Lo is the bigger artist? Because
no, I don't think. I just think it's. I feel like, and maybe it was bigger because J-Lo was J-Lo at that time. But I definitely feel like that record was a bigger and better record. And maybe that's my bias because I like that record more than Mesmerize.
well, you might, yeah, but yeah, Ja Rule did a whole bunch of songs with Ashanti though.
I mean, they were label mates.
That's what I'm saying. That's what adds to the
them being number one.
number one.
But yeah, let's put that to a poll, man. Which was the bigger, better record? Mesmerize, Ja Rule, and Ashanti, or I'm Real, Ja Rule, I'm Real remix, Ja Rule, and J-Lo. Because I'm on the side of the I'm Real, John
Actually, you know what's
believes.
crazy? I'm on Apple Music, but for some reason, I'm Real featuring Jennifer Lopez Murder Remix is not on the album. Can't click on it.
Really?
Well,
It's not clear.
I don't know. Like that shit is dead ass. It's track 10.
Yeah.
Because the item's currently not currently available in your country or region. That's crazy.
It's clearance. That's a clearance issue.
That's crazy.
That's a clearance issue because if
I'm about to lie, I really had the hits because he really had that shit on the same album as Always on Time, Living It Up.
Yo, living up that shit, bro.
Yeah, that might be arguably my favorite Ja Rule record, Living It Up.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
That might be my favorite Ja Rule record, but
yeah, living it up is really that shit.
And he had all those records on that one album. That's crazy, man.
That was just hitting, dropping.
Then he had Put It On Me on that same album too.
Yeah. He had Put It On Me. He had one Baby Say Yeah, Down That Shit.
I don't think it's on this. I don't think it's on the Pain Is Love album.
Okay.
Let me see. Probably on the first album.
Baby Say Yeah. Girl, I'm convinced you went down there. I know that you're loving me.
Oh, he put one song on two albums though. He has Put It On Me on both albums.
Oh, he is double collecting the shit.
He has it's track 4 on his first album on Road 336, and it's on is like one of the last tracks on Pain Is Love.
That's funny. Yeah, Living It Up is really that shit though.
Yeah, definitely is. I might bump that shit when we get off the pod.
All right, that I feel like listening to it now. Come on, baby, it just Living Up is that summer vibe. It's like
it's just a nice like vibe record, chill, with a bump, like you know.
Like good people, good like energy. You put on Living It Up in a playlist and shit. I'm a rock. Like if I'm in a spot like eating dinner or some shit, or at a brunch and they put on Living It Up, I'm definitely gonna sing along. I'll be singing that to everybody living it up. Hey, like that's that record. But comment, let us know which record is bigger to you. I'm Real, Ja and J-Lo, or Mesmerize, Ja and Ashanti. Both big records. Ja and Ashanti definitely deserve their spot at number one. But we just want to know what y'all think. So comment here. We're gonna put a poll up also to see what y'all think.
Yeah, before we transition, outside of Ja Rule and Ashanti, who else would you put, or who else you would think would have a case to be number one outside of Ja Rule and Ashanti?
Not so much for like length of music, or like a long discography. I feel I love when Drake and Rihanna do music together. And Drake wasn't such a bitch. Like I really love what they do when they working together. But I can't really see nobody that's like in a close Second, I feel like there's certain artists that like you could put like Warren G, you could put like Nate Dogg and Friends, like you know what I'm saying, like because like this one artist was working with a lot of people, you could put like T Friends, like to like be close because you have one artist who was doing a lot of the rapping, singing with people, but it's not just like they wasn't working with just one rapper. They were singers that was working with a lot of people. So like, maybe that's his own list. The sing feature list, like who's like the top dogs when it comes to singing hooks and shit. Because like a guy like T-Pain, although he did a lot with Wayne,
Did they drop a
T-Pain,
whole project?
yeah. What was that shit called?
No. I'm talking about another pair.
Who?
Where's Jay-Z and R. Kelly?
R. Kelly ain't making no list, bro.
That's crazy.
You know, Kels ain't making no list.
He gotta make these. They be fine. He makes all lists. Like I understand he did what he did, but the music is
Bro,
undeniable.
I was just watching a podcast and he was talking about the R&B Mount Rushmore. Not one person mentioned Kels. I'm like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
how could you not?
He's definitely. We could argue the other three spots, but R. Kelly's spot is solidified. Yeah.
Maybe put a veil over his
I'm saying if you
over
want
his
to
shit.
paint like an asterisk or like
Right,
something to let
exactly.
you know, like
You want to put something on his forehead or some shit.
yo, he did this or some shit, you know. But
Scarlet letter.
hmm
But
big
yeah, so
you have a big red R on his forehead.
right,
Big red
exactly.
R.
Something, but we already know. But Kels ain't gonna never make none of these lists. So
And then if he don't make it, the list ain't valid. That's how real it is.
I mean, honestly though, like if you have, we just talked about, last week talked about the Mount Rushmore when it comes to the sitcoms.
Mhm.
And the Cosby wasn't there. And I actually put up a poll, and most of the people was like, without a doubt, the Cosby Show should be on the Mount Rushmore for Black sitcoms. Like without a question, it is the forefather for a lot of these. What is Martin? What is Living Single? What is Fresh Prince and stuff like that? Like that was the first Black father that we had for a lot of people on TV. That's the forefather for Uncle Phil and Carl Winslow and all these other cool TV dads and shit. And so when you take out certain people or shows because of people personal things, is these lists even really valid if you're not going? Although whether you agree with them personally or not, what they've contributed to our culture, we just can't erase it. So it's like if you feel as though you can't put them on a list, then it kind of defeats the purpose of having a list. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, God forbid, LeBron do some wild shit and beat up a baby. And you say, we got the ghost list, like, and LeBron is not mentioned anymore because he beat up a baby. Like, yeah, he beat up a baby. Fuck him for that. But when it comes on the court, I seen him beat up a bunch of niggas, and we accepted that. So, like, you know what I'm saying? It becomes one of those situations like, can these lists be real without the real?
But like I said, you can't do a Mount Rushmore. You can't do an all-time great R&B list without including R. Kelly.
The aura.
It's just a fact, man. Music undeniable. What he did outside the music was tragic, unfortunate, and affected a lot of people's lives. But we're sticking with the music. So we ain't, it's not like we're trying to justify anything or give him the benefit of the doubt. But we just talk about the music he put out and the talent and the shit he created.
That's all we talking about.
And it speaks for itself, you know, because put it this way, you put R. Kelly behind a jail cell and be like, yo, grab your 20 records. What other act you could put against him 20 for 20? He'll be in prison, he'll do the fucking performance in jail, and you
Right.
just grab whoever you want to grab 20 records. Who would you put against him in the verses? There's a,
And think they're gonna win?
I'm saying, yeah.
Nobody.
I'm like, oh, even behind jail, they getting cooked.
Barbecue chicken.
But no, it is what it is. From one R&B to another R&B. I believe you sent the footage, or who sent the footage? Oh, you sent the footage. The aftermath of a wife taking her talents to a Usher show. Shit, we seen it play out with celebrities. The whole Keke Palmer situation. Now
Yeah.
this is to everyday person. Do you feel like the man overreacted, or what his reaction was justified?
I feel as though like if you're if you are a married person, and that you could do the swap. You could do the swap thing. If God forbid Megan Thee Stallion was having the show and this guy goes up there, he's a Megan Thee Stallion's fan, or somebody who's more legendary because Usher is a legend. Alicia Keys or Beyonce, or well, Beyonce is a married woman. I'm trying to think of an artist who's legendary that might like single, that's sexy, that can go on a tour right now. Maybe Ashanti, but Ashanti got a baby and shit too. Maya, somebody like if I'm just saying all this to say if any of these women, these legendary artists, was to take a male fan and
Shit, you talking about Janet Jackson back in the days when she
right,
used to
and
put
we
the
and
men on
right,
stage.
exactly. When Jenny used to put niggas in strip tease niggas on the stage and shit, would a wife be okay? A married woman be okay with her husband doing that? What do you think, John?
I don't know. I really don't know.
We don't know. I wouldn't be okay with my husband if I was that, on that type of time. But I'm definitely not okay with my wife enjoying the show. Like, again, Usher is a legendary artist. Like, we all respect what he's done and contributed, but this don't mean you go out and fulfill your fantasies and you a married fucking woman. Like, it's disrespectful, bro.
It's boundaries, though. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You are married. Like, again, even shit, when these women be going to these Chris Brown concerts and they be paying for the $200 backstage meet and greet. Little shit like that, having Chris grab on their ass, they bend over them, they kiss on them. Shit like that is inappropriate if you're in a relationship, especially if you're in a marriage. So to see this lady disrespecting her husband, I can only imagine how I would feel. I'd black out and I honestly would possibly be on the verge of divorce. Because again, you're a little hood rat. Imagine if this nigga invited you out to the party or some shit, after party. Ain't no limit to what you might have done.
man, you never know, man. The
If you
mind
can,
starts to wonder because you ain't there.
yeah,
The mind
because
starts to wonder.
if you can disrespect me in front of a crowd, imagine what you'll do behind closed doors. And personally, me, I can't take that chance. So I feel like if you can publicly disrespect me like that, then I can only imagine what you might have done or what you could do behind closed doors, and I'm out. Straight like that.
I always say, you think it's worse happen like that, or you actually go with your wife to the show and that shit happens at the show while you're there.
Oh, if I'm there, then it's dead. Like, I'm a whole bitch. I'm a whole bitch. You think I'm a whole bitch? Ain't no way. I don't know how you got here, but I'm out. I'm gone. And I'm actually here to enjoy the Usher show too. I'm a fan of Usher as well. Like, so you just ruined it for me also because I want to see the show. I want to hear Usher. Usher's one of my favorite artists too.
Now you're on your way. I'm like, yo, fuck Usher, man. Fuck him.
Right, fuck Usher. I done paid this money for these nice tickets, nice seats, so we can have a night out and you go disrespect me sitting there. Like, that's ultimate disrespect, bro. It's not like if you go out with, and either way it's disrespectful, but it's levels. If you out with your girls and y'all went out and you did some shit like that, yes, I'm gonna feel away. I'm gonna feel disrespected. And there's a chance we can't bounce back from that. But if I'm there and you do it, I might go to jail because you might get bopped. You might get punched. I might snatch off your lace front. I might embarrass us. I'm going to embarrass us. Like, straight up. I'm going to embarrass us because if the same case, if fucking Janet Jackson, Rihanna, or one of these celebrities, and me and you go to one of these girls' concerts, and I'm on the stage being seduced, rubbed down, kissed on, all this extra shit, and I'm all in it, you would be, a wife would be morbidly upset and feel the ultimate disrespect.
Yeah, most definitely.
Like,
I think
like
it
that
adds a different level to layers when it's like you're a married party. You know
it is. It's definitely different. You sing. Look, if you dating, this is what I believe. When you're dating, right? You're dating, you find out what you like. Yes, there's a level of commitment to dating, but when you go in front of God and ugly family members, you are making a lifetime commitment. And I feel like a lot of people don't take marriage as serious as they once did. And so that's why people be in and out of marriages like they fucking gym memberships. But to me, a marriage is sacred. It's a commitment not only to your life partner, but a commitment to God. And so shit like that, you don't play with fire when it comes to your marriage like that. And so for her to be like, look, it's a once in a lifetime moment with me and Usher, I'm gonna make it count. Baby, you don't need to be married. Because this nigga Usher is Usher, but he's still a man who can sing. Okay.
It's crazy, man.
It's wild, man. Disrespectful though, because I know for sure she wouldn't feel good if her husband did this to her with any other celebrity or shit Usher. She wouldn't like if Usher was kissing on her husband and doing all this freaky shit to her husband. Why you could get away with it?
I don't think Usher feeding men cherries, but
I'm just saying we always want to play. You know, we want to be the semantics police, and we want to play. You know, everybody is equal. If Usher was kissing and being all seductive to her husband, she would not like that. So don't do it to your husband. Just saying.
On that note, we are going to transition. Meg The Stallion is opening up her own Popeyes. What's
Is it gonna be different than every other Popeyes?
I assume so.
What's gonna be different about it?
I don't know what's gonna be different, but I'm just making an assumption that she owns it, is probably gonna have a different.
It's just gonna have pictures of her on the fucking wall. It's gonna be a Popeyes. These are chain restaurants. You can't just take a chain and just do whatever you want.
I think if you open it up in their name, you come up with an agreement, you could do what you want in that said.
Man, all you can do, there's limits to that shit, but you can't go to Popeyes and I want to open a pie pies when you can open your own fucking restaurant. You can
And
open
she
a
has her
Meg
own
The
sauce. She's gonna be selling her own sauce.
Yeah, okay, she got her own sauce. Everybody got a burger, and you got the Angel Reese meal and all this. And oh, bro, that shit is all marketing. It's a lot of people that owns Subways and shit. You can't go. She can't just go to Subway and be like,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
I'm gonna make the
she ain't just anybody. So
yeah, but
rules may apply
nah,
differently for
bro.
her.
Chains is it's a chain restaurant. In that case, if you want to make your own shit, then go open your own restaurant.
Yeah, but that's what it's the collaboration for. Like, yo, I'm I'm gonna buy one of your spots, but gonna run it my way, but it's just gonna have your name on it.
Popeyes is $1 billion fucking company. They don't give a fuck about no Megan Thee Stallion. Hey, I'm Megan. I'm gonna run it my way. You ain't that big. Popeyes is $1 billion company. There's bitch, okay, you paying for to be a part of our chain so you can recoup your little cash. But we have a policy, and all of our owners may have some wiggle room to switch up and do little things with the menu and the decorations around the fucking spot. But if you gonna do a chain restaurant and then do your own thing, you might as well just open your own restaurant.
Not
Call it
good,
Megan,
but
have the Megan sauce, do all this cool shit, but it's a chain restaurant. It's gonna be just another Popeyes, and it's just gonna say in somewhere owned by Megan Thee Stallion or some shit.
hey man, shout out to her, man.
Shout out to her, getting a coin and shit. You know what I'm saying? I tell you about, Popeyes is definitely my favorite out of the chicken chains. Because I think
Oh
KFC,
no, KFC be hitting, man.
I don't know, KFC be
KFC
too,
been hitting way more than Popeyes recently.
it be too moist. The breading.
KFC, whoo, I just had some KFC today. Whoo, that shit, man. Trust me, like, fuck Popeyes. But
Churches be too.
Popeyes ain't hasn't the last couple of times ain't really been hitting. It's like, damn,
I
maybe I
haven't
ate this shit too
I
much.
haven't had Popeyes or KFC in years. So you could be right, John. KFC could be hitting harder than Popeyes right now. I haven't had either in so long. I stay away from them because of the sodium and all that shit. I used to love Churches, but it was also very greasy. But Popeyes has always been my favorite out of the chicken chains. The crunchiness of the Popeyes chicken always. The last time I had Popeyes was when the chicken sandwich came out. Remember when they had the big shit with the spicy chicken sandwich
No,
shit?
Popeyes chicken sandwich still, still valid.
But that's the last time I've had Popeyes. When that whole thing was happening, when was fighting and having fucking trunks full of that was the last time I had Popeyes. I had some in the one in Harlem when you get off the Metro North. That's the one. That's the Popeyes I had. But since then I haven't had KFC like the gallery.
Damn, you said
That was
something.
my KFC.
That's crazy. RIP to the gallery
Yeah,
that don't exist
that's
no
the
more.
last time I had. Yeah, that was the last time. That was the shit, man. Especially the little buffet, the little little Asian
Why would
joint.
they get rid of that shit? I don't understand places.
Yeah, we used to stand there hitting that little Chinese like Chinese kitchen shit.
Yeah, that was a dope ass mall, man. The Galleria.
Now, nigga walk around, get the samples first.
Is the other mall still there?
Westchester?
Yeah.
Yeah, Westchester's still there.
I guess, with the times they
It's
keep
and
moving.
West, yeah, and Westchester is they have the more high end retail stores and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
but
They got Apple.
they didn't have the Galleria feel, man. The Galleria
Nah,
mall
nah,
was dope.
Galleria was for the people.
That mall was dead ass dope, man. Shit,
Galleria was
in Westchester Mall, Mad Mall.
it's still there. The Westchester's still there. Again, that's where Apple is. It's all the high end stores. All the designer stuff is there. So the Westchester ain't gonna close anytime soon. That's still a premier mall. But yeah, shout out to Megan though. We saying all this to say shout out to Megan and her new business venture with Popeyes. I also heard, I mean, with her, Popeyes. I heard Playboy Cardi just signed a licensing deal with KFC, Kennedy Fried Chicken. So shout out
Oh,
to
not even Kentucky, Kennedy.
Kennedy Fried. So shout out to that, but shout out to Meg though, definitely.
But it is what it is. Terrance Howard said he turned down playing the role of Marvin Gaye because of the rumor that Marvin Gaye might actually be gay. He did turn down the role to play him in the movie.
Yeah, because the rumors say that Marvin Gaye might have been gay, and so he turned down the role just in case they have a gay role or gay moment in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So without a real script, without actually knowing what the details of the story is going to be, because the fact that there might be due to a rumor, because it's not proven, allegedly Marvin Gaye might have been gay, that he's not going to take that chance because they might make him try to make him kiss a man. But is that justified? If you know what I'm saying, if you're doing a biopic of somebody and there's alleged rumors about this person's life, you deny the role, I can understand that. Like, especially if it's something like that don't align with you, whether it's true or not, you take the chance of accepting this role and not knowing what they're going to do with it. I think that's fair to be like, you know what, I'm going to pass on this. Now, I see if they gave him a script and it didn't say anything about anything gay, and then like last minute they try to switch it up, we're going to rewrite the script and we put something in there, then he walking away. But I'm not mad at him for being like, to in his past, I don't know if I want to with it. So like it's crazy of a take to me.
Oh, you don't think it's crazy? Hey, no, it is. He's a man that.
You good?
So what? So what?
No, I ain't say that. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was trying. My
I didn't
service.
say nothing.
Don't say my service has been a little choppy, so it's getting a little delayed. But all I'm saying is, he's a person that stands on his belief. Right? He'll do roles, but he ain't doing no gay roles
Right.
in any of his movies. And he's basically saying because certain movies, people, especially in biopics, like to incorporate the rumors and other things
Right.
into the movie. So
Right.
I don't,
Right.
I don't know. Did the Marvin Gaye biopic actually come out? But even if it didn't or didn't, I'm not sure. But even if it's come out, I'm pretty sure there's probably elements of certain things where you watch it, it's like, ooh, okay. They maybe not show it,
Right.
but they could
Yeah.
insinuate
Right.
certain things. So, and maybe he's not comfortable with those, roles of insinuating
Right.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And see. Yeah. And he ain't with that, so I ain't mad at him. Look, again, everyone has their level of comfortability with certain lifestyles and things. I ain't really nothing to say. It is what it is.
Yeah. But, like I said, it's his beliefs, and then it is what it is. Viral graduation video. So a female couldn't pick her girlfriend up to put her in a position to take a picture that she was trying to take. So they asked her
A
in.
stud, a stud.
He
The
actually,
stud.
the guy walking by, he with ease lifts her up, puts her with props her right on the spot she wanted to take her these graduation pictures, and it's just it went viral because it
Yeah.
just seemed like a very awkward. It just seemed like a very awkward moment. It was all caught on camera. What's your thoughts on it?
It's funny because it wasn't like the girlfriend's partner wasn't like just a lady. It was a stud and a masculine woman, and but and the girl was little. Like the girl was little. She wasn't the girlfriend who was graduating wasn't like a big girl. She was a small woman, and the stud girlfriend or partner was a bigger woman and stuff like that. But it's just funny because it's like everybody like, yeah, ain't nothing like the real thing and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can pretend all you want, but then when it comes to like just certain natural things that separates men and women, little shit just little
That shit's so white.
I'm sure he didn't tell his lady because of it, but it's like it was nothing like, oh shit, this little person, sure, picked her up, throw her up there and shit. Stood looking on the side like, there you go. I ain't never lift her like that type shit. But it was just funny to look at. It's nothing crazy, but I don't know if what do you think was going through the girlfriend's mind at that time? Both parts. The graduate, what do you think was going through her mind as her stud partner couldn't pick her up, and then the guy had to come put her up.
In my experience, she probably, I don't think she was really thinking about it. Maybe on her part, I don't think she thought too deep about it, but somewhere deep in the
Yeah,
partner's
the
mind
stud was embarrassed though.
who failed to do
Yeah,
the task, it was probably more
right.
prevalent on her mind, like, damn.
Yeah,
So she might have,
and I think like even just even as a man, like what I'm saying, if my wife asks me to do something, I can't do it, and another nigga come do it. It'll be a hit to the ego. It definitely hit the ego and shit. My wife be like, open this jar of pickles. I'm sitting there struggling like, and then some random nigga come in our house because I don't know how a random nigga would see my wife eating some pickles. Just like opening shit. I be looking at his ass like, nigga, don't be opening up my white pickles. So it's a little embarrassing, but it's all in good fun though. Like I don't think the woman went back to men after that. Like, oh yeah, I'm back straight because this man picked me up and I realized that my stud partner isn't truly a man. Like I don't think that happened. So it's just a funny video though.
oh, it definitely is, But shout out to them. At least she was able to get her picture. So, uh, another, viral video. This is we're back in music. Jim Jones says Drake did more for the culture than anybody ever, and he stamped Nokia as the song of the summer. Agree or disagree?
I can agree with it. I can done for the culture.
You say you agree that Drake did more for the culture than anybody?
Hell no. I say I agree that Nokia
It's the
will
song of the
possibly
summer,
be the
but
song
you
of
don't
the
agree with
summer,
that part.
but because what has Drake done for the culture? Drake is for the culture. Jim Jones be saying dumb shit too. Do you get dumb?
You said what?
That's why I see why fuck with him. He be saying some nut ass shit. Like he be on some nut ass shit. What are you talking about? Jim Jones did. Drake did what for the culture? Bring him and Joel Santana out. Like what did tell me what did for the culture?
So, yeah, one might argue.
Black culture.
Yeah,
what has Drake done for black culture?
Yeah,
because when we say the culture,
even though Drake's a bigger artist, Dipset might have did more for the culture than Drake.
facts. Like nigga, we talking about black culture. What are you talking about? What is Jim Jones talking about? What does it mean he did more for the culture? The culture mean our culture, black culture. Black culture is world culture. So what has Drake done for black culture more than anybody or any other artist? More than Jay-Z, more than Beyonce, more than Rihanna, more than fucking Kendrick or Cole. What has he done for black culture? Ja Rule, 50 Cent. What has Drake done more of for black culture than any of these artists? I'm still trying to understand. I'm trying to understand that concept because Drake is a pop artist. He's done a lot in pop culture. But Drake is not somebody who aligns himself with blackness. Drake is a biracial mulatto baby who is got one foot in the door, but he ain't really in the club. He cool. He the cool white boy. He invited to the cookout, but we know he ain't really one of us. So what has Drake done for black culture? Because when we say the culture, we talking about black culture more than any of these other artists who are pro-black.
He basically said Drake changed the sound of how people listen to music. That's part of his point of how Drake changed the culture, his impact, his contribution to the culture.
So Drake has made a lot of popular songs.
And he basically said Drake helped out a lot of the rappers in the game. Drake put a lot of rappers in the game in positions to get their number ones and their best numbers because they had a Drake feature or they collaborated with Drake and then they
but for that same reason, Drake get villainized as a culture vulture because a lot of people say in that same breath, Drake still sounds. In that same conversation where Drake giving people looks, people also are in the same token saying Drake be stealing these people's sounds. And Drake create a new sound, use it, get big, and those artists don't go nowhere after that one little moment. So what has Drake done for black culture? Jones be talking crazy. Has Drake put Jones on the record? Has Drake given Jones a number one? Because you speaking so heraldly about him, why Drake ain't doing that for Jim Jones?
No, Drake be sounding on Dipset.
No, I'm saying, but why hasn't he done that for Jim Jones?
His position, he don't gotta really speak on that, you know.
Because these artists already had a sound that was buzzing. Drake jumps on sounds that's already moving and use his stardom to expedite the process. But he ain't just giving niggas underground artists who's not building their own community already a leap. A lot of artists that Drake gave number ones or featured and they records boost tremendously. They were already grassroots building a following, building a sound. And Drake run and take their shit, help them with the record, but then be talking like them on his next record, and these artists don't do much after that. So when it comes to Black culture, how many of these artists has Drake signing and really putting in position? I respect Drake as an artist, as a pop artist, but niggas like Jones, another nigga that I respect, I don't want to seem like I don't respect Jones, because what Jim Jones did with Dipset, and even after that, Dipset ultimately was still living on through Jones. But he's saying some nut ass shit right now, because maybe to him, because Drake didn't looked out for him and shit like that. When it comes to putting on for our culture, nah, not at all. Drake don't represent Black culture.
But I don't know if you can say talking about. I think he's more in the hip hop culture.
Yeah, he a visitor. He a visitor in hip hop too. Still a visitor. Still trying to earn his keep. Come on, man. Y'all just saw what happened to his ass. Still trying to earn his keep. Still trying to say, accept me. Drake is the one kid on the block that had all the video games, right? Mama single parent, had all the games. You go over there, heck shit. Drake got a new Nintendo 64. He got Super Smash Brothers and Mario Party. You go over there and play, he cool. But he ain't one of them. He just a nigga down the street. Nigga cool. He cool peoples down the street. But he ain't really one of us. Sorry, Drake. I hate to. Niggas say dumb shit and make me seem like I don't like people, and it makes me have takes that sound like I don't like somebody because I fucks with Drake. But it's like people be having dumb takes that makes you say the truth of what the situation is. Drake is a pop artist. He is a visitor in Black culture. Regardless of him being biracial, he grew up Jewish with a white mama. He didn't grow up Black. So Drake is a visitor in our culture, hip hop culture also. One of the biggest, but he's still a visitor. He is the ultimate Logic.
The ultimate Logic.
He is Logic supreme. He is the century of Logics.
Oh man.
Sorry, Drake. I'm sorry,
lying.
but Jones did it.
Mm-hmm. All right. We are going to keep it music. So Lady Gaga had a performance in Brazil. 2 million people showed up. 2 million people in attendance. But apparently there was a plot to blow that shit up.
Damn.
So it was they was able to diffuse it and prevent it from happening. But people just said, oh, 2 million people going there? Yeah, we about to fuck this shit up, and tried and failed.
So
they got it failed.
So was the whole Brazil in attendance?
I don't know, but there's 2 million people that was in attendance.
So I think we forget how big Lady Gaga is.
Well, I know she's just not like her name's not just spoken of how it was.
Yeah, because she's doing her acting shit. Like she's been in her acting bag. But we forget, and again, this is the perfect segue, because we always talk about like these great artists and pop artists, and the Drakes and the Taylor Swifts and the Rihannas. People forget how huge Lady Gaga was as an artist.
Basically, the group was targeting the LGBTQ community. So that's a big part of the.
So all the alphabet people came out and they like, we about to get all their ass at once.
Basically, yeah, that's what it seems like.
Got it. And yes, Lady Gaga does have a large supporter of like when it comes to the
That's
LGBT.
crazy. She had 2 million people. 2 million people pulled up to watch the show.
That's
Right?
that's out of this world.
Yeah, 2 million.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's levels to this shit. Like, people forget how much of a phenomenon Lady Gaga was. And it's not like some fake shit. Lady Gaga is actually uber talented. Right here from New York, uber talented, right, saying she could do it all. And she been killing on the acting shit. But for 2 million people to show up to a show, that is crazy. But somebody said, oh, because Lady Gaga is big LGBTQ, also the drag community fuck with her. They like, yeah, we about to kill two birds with one stone. Well, not even two birds. We about to kill 2 million alphabet people with one bomb. Good thing that, they were able to diffuse the situation and people didn't lose their lives and were able to enjoy a Lady Gaga show. If that would have went through, and God forbid those people lost their lives, and even worse,
Yeah,
Lady Gaga got hurt.
2.5 million people.
Crazy.
And it was a free concert as well.
Crazy.
So free concert, they had the space. 2.5 million people pulled up.
Yeah, if something would happen to those people or something would happen to Lady Gaga, that definitely would have been a horrific.
And it's a Lady Gaga show, so it's not like one of those festivals where they had
Right.
them. They all pulled up to see
Yeah,
Lady
to
Gaga.
see Gaga. But if something would have happened, it would have definitely been a horrific world situation. I'm just glad nothing happened to Gaga and those people. And I'm Gaga back on the stage. So hopefully, do you think we get new music from Gaga soon? Because she do got she got the record with her and Bruno that's really big.
Well, somebody has a record, and it took place in the same place where Lady Gaga performed. But Lady Gaga has a record for female artists. Madonna had it. Oh, it's crazy. This place seems to be the place to be to host the shit. All this
Okay.
shit that is in the same place, in Rio de Janeiro. So Madonna did one last year, 1.6.
Uh-huh.
Lady Gaga did her shit, 2.5. But the all-time record is Rod Stewart, 3.5 million on New Year's Eve in 1994.
Okay. So Drake can easily break that, right? Drake, go ahead and go to Rio.
Think
And
so?
Drake, no, I don't. I'm bullshitting.
Well, on the rate Bad Bunny going, Bad Bunny could probably catch.
Bad Bunny, maybe Taylor Swift, Beyonce. That's about it, though. I think
You
that's
think
about
those are
it.
the only ones that could probably touch a million out there?
Yeah, that could touch. That could be close to a Gaga number.
Hmm.
Because I don't even think Rihanna could do that number. I think Taylor Swift, maybe Bad Bunny, and Beyonce definitely. Like, those are the people that can do those type of numbers. That's about it, though.
No Ushers, no Chris Browns, no Bruno. The Weeknd.
Maybe Bruno. I would say Bruno before the weekend.
I'm just naming other names. Don't try to say I'm just naming.
Yeah. I was maybe Bruno could probably get 1 million.
Who else pretty big? I'm trying to think of like all the big artists.
I don't even think Jay-Z could do a number like that. Maybe Eminem could.
Possibly, yeah.
Maybe M. He's white. He got the color. He got the complexion for the connection.
He possibly could.
He could probably. I could see Eminem
Boy,
put 2 mil in there.
But this seems to be more of a. I don't know about the when the record was set, but this
Uh-huh.
seems to be more of a LGBTQ.
But Rob Stewart's not. Rob Stewart's not that.
I feel like the Madonna one was probably
Yes,
LGBTQ,
yes, yes. Madonna's
and
very
Gaga's
big
one. But
drag and yeah.
I know I'm not saying he is, but what I'm saying is I think the event is itself is more.
Is now becoming more of a celebration of that community.
Maybe maybe it is that now, but because
Because Rob Stewart is definitely not that. I get the the similarities between Madonna and Lady Gaga. Because Madonna
the
definitely
okay,
influenced what Lady
Cold
Gaga is.
Cabana Beach Show. Yeah, I spelled that shit terribly wrong. Hold up. I ended up spelling it Cop and Beach Show.
Hmm?
Oh man. The Copacabana Beach Show. All right, Copacabana.
Cabana.
Copacabana. Copacabana Beach Show history. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, they do this. They host well, I said 3.5. Rod Stewart had an estimate of 4.5 million.
Now.
But they do free shows at this beach. It's a big ass beach.
Mm. What songs Rod Stewart got? What's Rod Stewart's big record?
I don't know. But when I Googled him, he's definitely I've seen him before, but I don't
No,
know.
I've seen him before, but I can't just think of any of his music. Oh, Forever Young is his song.
That's the song? Oh,
Yeah.
that's a big record. Shit, I can only imagine. I ain't trying to damper nobody's style. I can only imagine if Michael performed out there. God damn.
Nigga, they closing the beach. They need to open a new beach for Michael
No,
Jackson.
cause he went to Brazil. Oh, he dead ass went to
Oh,
Brazil.
and he got that song. If you think I'm sexy, come on, baby, let me know. That's Rod Stewart too.
Oh yeah, he filmed Don't They Don't Care About Us in Brazil. But imagine if he would have performed at that beach. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
they shutting the shit down. But yeah, I know who Rod Stewart is. But yeah, shout out to Gaga.
And shout out to her. That's dope. She has the record for a female.
Yeah, shout out to that. Definitely a dope look.
But let's get to politics. Every now and then we gotta hit the politics scene. Politics.
Oh,
Trump said he ain't doing the third term. After this, he done.
yeah, the world. This world is shit. Trump is like, now that he's in the second term, he's like, man, I'm over this shit. He like, I'm done. He low key like, I don't know why I ran again. This country is shit. These people, these Americans ain't shit. I hate it here. I want to just make my money and talk, just talk my shit. Trump is over this president shit. So all that third term shit, he like, yeah, y'all could cut that. I'm not running again. Even if I had the option to, I'm not running again. I ain't mad at him because America is ghetto. America is ghetto. I'm gonna move to Cuba one day if my wife allows me to.
Good life, Cuba.
And just lay up in the sand, give me a cocaine field, cocaine plants, and just live my life, as an old man, just smoking on cohibas.
But from politics to TV, BMF season 4 trailer has dropped. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, season 3 definitely was disappointing, but that season 4 trailer looked crazy.
Look, it looks ass.
Nah, you're bugging. This
The
this
only
was
the
like,
only bright spot to it, I saw my guy.
oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. They brought him back.
I saw my guy. I saw my
oh,
guy.
shit.
That was the only thing I was like, oh shit, my guy back. That's the only thing I'm like, okay, I'm in. It's a lot going on. I don't like the Dimitri in fucking Mexico. I don't like it. It looks too Bad Boys 2 to me. It's giving me Bad Boys 2 vibes.
I feel like that arc's not gonna. I feel like that they're gonna spend maybe like an episode or two in Mexico, and then it's just the rest of the season is gonna be the fallout from what took place.
It just giving me a lot of Fast and Furious. That's what it's giving me right now. And you know what I'm saying?
That was a good trailer, man. That was a good trailer.
It's just a lot going on. It's too much going on for what I'm expecting from a show called BMF. So I'm looking at the trailer. I'm like, oh shit, it's gonna be ass. But they did show my guy. No spoilers. My guy is back. My favorite character is back. So I'm excited to see what my favorite character is going to do this season. If you listen to our podcast and when we have our BMF conversations, I was highly upset with the way they did my guy. I spoke about it. But to see him back and looking like himself, I mean, I want to see that. I'm excited about that part. That part alone, only excited about that part.
Right, man. Like I said, trailer looked dope. And season 3 was definitely disappointing. It's been overall a good show, but season 3 was
trash.
It's overall a good show, but season 3 was a little disappointing. But
no, a lot of disappointing.
What? Season 4, here we go.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
But let's get into our close segment. Back-to-back weeks of ASO reviews. We got another movie review. Thunderbolts. New Avengers. Spoiler.
Scratch that out. Scratch it out.
Avengers. Makes sense now when you see the original title. It was Thunderbolts, and they had the little star. So that was the only Marvel movie that actually had it like that. So it's like, why they did it like that?
The little asterisk.
That's crazy. They really changed the name of the movie like after like the premiere. I feel like they did it a little too soon, but I get the promotion wise. But
yeah, it's a promotional thing.
But damn, I know there's probably a lot of people ain't seen that movie yet. And it's like
because now it's telling.
So it's like, it's a spoiler. It ain't the craziest spoiler, but it is a spoiler.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely, again, because they changed the marketing and it now says New Avengers. Like, I feel like they definitely jumped the gun with that marketing part, the marketing portion of it. That's something they could have waited like 3-4 weeks with the movie being out. Like, even shit, they ain't even really got the promotion. Don't even have to be that, because if you go on AMC, it says New Avengers. If you go on the AMC app right now, and you look at when you go down to the movies and shit, it says New Avengers.
That's crazy.
So like, the movie just dropped, and spoilers. So the movie just dropped, so it's too soon to push that marketing portion. I get it. They could have stretched this out a couple of weeks, and then boom, switch. It's the new Avengers and shit like that. But let's talk about the movie. I see a lot of people saying Yelena is a way better Black Widow than Scarlet.
Damn, that's crazy how people turn on people.
And so the reason I see a lot of people, what they're saying is we got Scarlet Witch, we got Scarlett Johansson, we got Scarlett already as the Black Widow, whereas we got to see Yelena almost grow into the character and become the Black Widow. And so it seems more real where we had to go back to get the story of the Black Widow, Scarlet, later on after she died and all this and shit. Then we got her origin, whereas with Yelena, we got her origin up until now and stuff like that. So it feels more real. So it's like it's a Black Widow that we can identify with.
Relatable. I think it's more or less she has a better, like, the way the characters is written, her personality is just a little more like people are open to her person, like her way, her character.
Yeah,
like,
and she's like
a little more. There was, she had her moments where it's like, damn, but for the most part, she was more like a very serious character.
Yeah, very serious. Where Yelena is like sarcastic, like funny, but serious. Like,
I'm saying, like they both fuck around and smoke some shit, but it's just one is more
the personality though,
and then one is like a little more like friendly, especially her part in the Hawkeye series. Remember, she was in the Hawkeye series,
right?
Her little, her back dialogue with Kate Bishop.
Yeah,
people enjoyed that shit too. It was funny. That's saying so. Her character is just is not.
And that's what I'm saying. They that's what it is. They've done better with her character building. Cause then she was like, when they was fighting, she was like, all right, y'all heard y'all little dick swinging. That's like, she like her as a person, her personality is definitely a lot better than the Black Widow previous. And so I think that's why people, and again, we've seen her progress through the MCU and building up her character, and now her being what I would say the leader of the new Avengers, because this is a spoiler episode.
Well, they will have Sentry, so Sentry is
Sentry ain't the leader; he's the most powerful.
No, I'm saying, I'm talking about the group as a whole. Like, they're supposed to be the new Avengers, but my man Captain America ain't jacking them.
Yeah. So Captain America, Sam Wilson ain't fucking with that. He got his own team that he's working on and shit. And they talk about like the publishing of the word, the trademark of the name and shit. They put the Z and shit. Also, Red Guardian, funny as hell. I love Red Guardian. Like, great character and shit. I'm mad at how they smoked Taskmaster in 2 minutes.
That's it. I'm like, when that shit happened, I'm like, yo, did she just body her? Like,
I didn't even know she was really dead until they went and like they was pulling on her. I was like, yo, she really fucking dead. They killed her in 2 seconds of the movie and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Sentry as a character is fucking invincible. So my whole issue was like, how can they have a character this strong be the villain in a movie with these niggas who really ain't got no powers? Like,
I'm saying, yeah, it's just like they really couldn't fuck with Sentry on any form of level. It had to be like they had to do the whole mental shit, but realistically, they needed a Captain Marvel or Thor or somebody to have a chance.
And even then, he was like, he told Val, like, you said I'm a god, and the Avengers team already had a guy, and I'm stronger than him. Like, so like, he's already at the top of the food chain and shit. So I was wondering, like, how they gonna have this invincible character and them trying to stop him? So they had to go the mental route. So I was like, yeah, that's cool. But I also like, it's corny. Because it's like, you can't have somebody that you can't introduce somebody that powerful and then have the actual, you go the metaphoric style, like the battle is actually within himself. He's not, the only thing that can beat him is himself. And they helped him fight against himself. Like, that was the battle inside him and shit like that. Because all the people that he was fucking turning to ash and shit, they wasn't really dead.
Oh, he had that
pretty much in like
dark
the void.
The void.
Yeah, they was in a dark psychosis. Whereas I thought they was originally, I thought he was fucking like snapping their ass almost, but he really just had them in like a almost like a fucking a void, dark psychosis where they were like in this coma, and so that was cool. Like that was okay. I wasn't really like super happy with that. It wasn't that many fighting scenes in it. It was a lot. It was a lot more dialogue than what I
The movie
wanted.
was cool. I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was cool.
I'm just saying, like, there wasn't many battles because he's so strong. You can't really have many people.
They couldn't really fight him.
They
So
can't do nothing with him. So it's like,
against him, there wasn't really no action scenes
yeah.
against
So
him.
that's what I'm saying. It's like, so they're very limited with what they can do with having a MCU character that fucking strong. But it is a good movie. It made me like the characters. It made me like the old Captain, well, the actual Captain America, the nigga that was from the Winter Soldier.
Talking about the one that was Captain America before Sam, and
Yeah. So it actually made me like him. Of course, I love Yelena. I love Red Guardian. It was a cool movie. And then, spoilers.
it was basically a Suicide Squad.
Yeah, they right.
Suicide
Marvel's exactly Marvel's Suicide Squad. But Marvel, like, if you just want to have a battle, DC Suicide Squad is smoking the Marvel's Suicide Squad.
Talking about
DC's Suicide
the
Squad.
movies, or you talking about like like an actual character fight?
Character fight. I got DC. I got DC smoking Marvel.
I don't know. Nobody
only caveat to it is Sentry.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Sentry, I don't think Suicide Squad got anybody that can fuck with him.
Because they don't. But Sentry can't fuck with Sentry, and then the new Avengers can't control Sentry. So it's like y'all can't really use him because y'all can't trust him to use his powers for good. And so if you have a Sentry is a wild card, so you can't really play him there. Everybody else, they getting their ass smoked because they are regular people. Other than Red Guardian and Red Guardian, Captain, whatever his name is. What do they call him? What's his character name?
I don't know. I forgot. They called him by his real. Didn't they was calling him by his real name?
They kept calling him John.
Yeah, they called him by his real name.
Yeah, they kept calling him John by his name.
He is U.S. agent.
Oh yeah, U.S. agent. That's his character, U.S. agent. But they kept calling him John in the movie. They weren't calling him U.S. agent. But it was a cool movie. You know what I'm saying? They had we got another Marvel movie coming up. And they had the
Fantastic Four, man.
Fantastic Four coming into this universe and shit. So it was cool.
Where my man Fury at, man? They got all these people running around,
no Fury around. No Fury talking tonight.
Fury shut all this shit down.
And Fury always been a connector, like, yo, pull up, like, hey, I like what y'all did, but I got a mission for you.
I feel like Fury should be like especially y'all calling yourselves New Adventures. Yeah.
Yeah. That's my take. So
it should have I think Fury should have been in this movie. Like some way, somehow, like it's just maybe if they don't see him, it's just let us know, like, yeah, Fury watch, even though we know he's watching, we know how his character get down, but oh shit, Fury.
Right. At least that's a few words that she step into the room like
we're gonna see Fury in a few.
So how y'all gonna be the New Avengers without me? Type shit.
Bro, it's crazy. Shorty bought Tony Stark stop. Like, how they allow her to buy his tower?
Yeah, word.
It's crazy.
But like always, we gotta rank it. We gotta rate it on our shit meter. The more shits, the worse. when it comes to our shit. So if you get 4 shits,
It's
it's an
trash.
ass movie. If you get, 1 shit, it's a good movie.
Or you
So
get
job
half or zero.
or half, no shits, great movie. Half is a really good movie. 1 shit is a good movie. So John, how many shits are you giving the new Avengers?
2. I'm gonna go 2. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Besides the special needs behind me when I went to the movie and saw it, I also give it a 2. It was a decent movie. And again, I like the characters more than I like the movie, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it gave like it gave like a different feel for like the team up movies. Like, it was just a different feeling. It's just like a
Yeah,
whole bunch of motherfuckers is like they'll smoke the average person, but
right.
they'll smoke some shit. But when there's some shit they can't really fuck with.
Because honestly, in the beginning, it started off very violent. When Yelena went to the lab,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh shit, they really on some. It's on some shit. Like,
Yeah, she was bugging out in that.
yeah, she was bugging out there. Like, the nigga shot himself in the face. She like, oh, I needed your face. Like, so like that first scene, I was like, okay, this shit, okay, I like the pace. I like the energy of it. But I think once they got out once they got to the little room and they were trying to like work together and shit, like that was funny. Them, climbing up the elevator with their backs and shit,
Yeah, and they got to the
like
end
it
and
was
it was like, yo, nah, like you leave, we all gonna die, we all gonna fall.
yeah.
You couldn't agree on the person.
Like so, I like that we don't trust each other, but we need each other energy that came from the team, and then them ultimately working together to save Century from himself. That was cool, but it was just like it wasn't enough action. And so that's what I was missing a little bit, but from the MCU. So I give it again 2 shits out of 4.
This wasn't a bad rating, but I enjoyed the movie. You enjoyed the movie. Can't wait for
Yeah,
the Plastic Four, man.
that's
That's
up
man,
next.
this is in July.
Yep, we'll be here. So
We'll wait, but man, we gonna see, man. We definitely gonna see.
yep,
I just want my X Men season 2. Like what's the hold up?
yeah.
The fuck is
Yeah.
the hold
Well, I
up?
mean, again, they got rid of the writer, the guy that wrote one,
Mm-hmm.
which was a bad move because he smoked. He smoked X-Men
Yeah, he
97.
definitely did.
X-Men 97 literally had me in my feelings.
Great cartoon. That's what I'm waiting for. That was what really brought Marvel back.
Bro, I might need to go back and watch 97.
That's what brought Marvel back. That and then
Because
it rubbed
not
off on everything else.
97 was so good. Literally had me in my feelings every week.
Mhm.
Also, the Spider-Man cartoon is really good.
I heard it was good. I didn't watch it yet, but I heard it was good.
It's really good. That's another good one. A really good one.
I'm gonna tune into it.
Yeah. I don't know what you waiting on. Daredevil, really good.
Oh no,
Like
yeah, Daredevil. I watched Daredevil.
how you skip Spider-Man and watch Daredevil? Spider-Man
Um,
came out first.
because the one cartoon I was waiting for didn't come out yet, but I'll watch it. I'm
No,
waiting for
Spider-Man is good, bro.
shit, but you know what it is? No offense to that Spider Man. Once you got that X-Men 97, I want that Spider Man. I don't want no new shit. I want
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
want everything. I want that 97
Yeah,
universe.
yeah. You
Bring
want
me
that?
back that Spider Man.
Yeah. It's
You
not
know, he
that
had the cameo. He had the cameo in
right. It's
97,
not
but
it's not that
that's
Spider-Man.
what I'm saying. So it's like the interest. I'll watch it because I'm a fan of Spider Man. But how you gonna drop 97 and then drop fucking something another cartoon?
Yeah, different universe, different
You know what I'm trying to
universe.
say? Gotta
Yeah.
have it all connect. Bring back Spider Man. Bring back
Especially if you got the cameo.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. So I'll watch it because I did hear it was good. So I'll tune into it.
No, it is.
But bring it back, man. 97. Bring all that shit back, man.
That's a fact.
Well, with that being said, that's a wrap on this brand new episode of Another Shitty Opinion Podcast. Your boy John, my co-host Dev, you know Dev in the back, and we are out.